Bad Bunny Slim is with us. And he said, Conrad, when I first met Claudio, it was at a firehouse 3 miles from my house with roughly 40 in attendance. He was the only one that got everybody's eye, Star Jones.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I mean, he stood out. So did Nigel McGuinness. You know, for that matter, in a totally different way, Eddie Kingston did too. Like we as wrestling fans, we don't know what it is, but we know it when we see it.
Yeah. You know, I go back and I watch when we tape, when we record Collision to air on a Saturday, and I go back and I watch it, and Claudio is just, I'm sorry, Nigel. Claudio's good too, but Nigel is just so good at being an announcer. He fills in the gaps so well with the storylines. He knows what's going on. He makes it sound important. This has been a great run to be able to work with him. Really,
let's get you some heat. Rank your favorite commentators to work with in order in AEW. Who's starting with your least favorite? Who do you hate the most? No, I'm not trying to stir it up. I'm just saying.
No, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Not this guy. Who is that? We'll start there.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Who do you hate the most?
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sure are.
I like to stir shit up. That's fine.
Yeah. Coach Roger said Don Callis. There you go. Don Callis. He's the worst.
By the way, I know we have a lot of fun with Don here on the show.
Yeah.
Is he not the best fucking, well, you wouldn't know. But if you ever get back on Twitter, let me just tell you, he's the best fucking Twitter follower around.
Really?
Oh, every day. I mean, I know you haven't seen it, so maybe we should start pulling some of those up and just showing you here on the program.
Yeah.
Because, dude, he's the GOAT of Twitter right now.
Really? He does. No prisoners, huh?
Oh, let me find some funny ones.
Oh, God. Wow.
There was a picture that was posted today by your great close personal friend, Brian Danielson. And he was talking to the kids in class. Like he could tell he was like just speaking in front of a classroom. In all caps, he quotes it an hour ago and says, Brian Danielson on the cusp of finally graduating from middle school.
we gotta have him on here.
A couple days ago, Jeff Jarrett posted his anniversary, his 8-year anniversary of sobriety, and he showed his coin showing that he had gotten his coin for 8 years.
Oh no.
And he posted it. And Don Callis quote tweeted it and said, Jeff Jarrett is one of the family's favorite wrestlers. We like when Tojo Yamamoto kicked the shit out of him.
I did respond because I had Facebook I'm trying to sell something. I had Facebook on my phone, and Karen had posted a picture of her and Cody and Jeff at a Steelers game.
Yeah, they took Cody for his 19th birthday. How cool is that?
And I said, "Happy birthday, Cody." Who's the elderly gentleman to the right of the picture?
I love that.
That's wow, Don Callis, huh?
Don Callis, who calls himself on Twitter the Invisible Hand,
right?
As opposed to his podcast when he retires, which will be called one day.
Yeah, it will be called. Wait a minute,
the shovel.
The shovel. That's right. I was going to be called the berry, but the shovel.
Don Callis randomly tweets in all caps, Tommy Dreamer loves airline food.
Did you know one time we were driving back between Fresno and LA, and that's like a 4-hour trip. And so it's the West Coast. All right. And it's late in the West Coast. So, out east, it's like really late. He said, let's call Tommy Dreamer. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah, we'll wake his fat ass up. I said, okay. Ring, ring, ring. No answer. We get a voicemail. He says, call again. Ring, ring, ring. Tommy goes, hello. He said, Dreamer, wake your ass up. He says, Don, fuck you. I mean, it was just one of the more entertaining drives. That's how you keep yourself, in a 4-hour drive on the West Coast between Fresno and LA, just with Don Callis, It's great.
Last week, there was a knockout clip posted by Super 70 Sports And it says, super birthday to Thomas Hitman Hearns, pound for pound, the greatest right hand in boxing history, in my opinion. There are anesthesiologists who haven't put as many people to sleep as this man. And Don Callis quote tweeted it in all caps and says, Lance Storm has put more people to sleep with his wrestling. He quote tweets a report from Ryan Clark talking about Tua with the Dolphins. And he says, I thought there was no I in team, but there is one in the shits.
We got to get him on here.
He's the fucking best, man.
Oh, man. Being able to, I never thought when you and I first started watching ECW that I would get to know Don and consider myself a friend of his. I just, wow. Just, he makes me laugh.
Oh, we got a submission move right here.
How about this?
Daddy Magic gets the win.
Yeah, man. And he's still running his mouth, still shouting.
That's what you gotta do.
Okay. So we're going to see Archibald Peck here now, right?
Well, before we do, I know that, this match was a fun match and I would give it a thumb up. Would you give it a thumb up, Tony?
Yes, I'll give it a thumb up.
I think we've got a video about thumbs up right now.
Okay.
I don't do it in the ass on the first date. No, gone up my butt, gotta make you wait. Suck and plow the front, that's fine with me. But my tight little ass, that's for date 3.
It's a pretty little catchy tune right there. What do you think?
We can find the worst stuff.
Well, it's not all bad. I mean, let's show something a little more wholesome. What about something from the dating apps? Maybe let's take a look at that.
No.
I don't dwell on the past. I think of the past like I struck a match and I threw the fire on the bridge of my life. First of all, I'm Lyle. I do believe in love at first sight. My mama met my daddy when they were 15 in church, and they were Baptist, so that's no small thing. My dream lady, I want to tell you some real deep answer, but she's got to be a redhead. Ladies, I think my best qualities as a lover, I'm a barrel of monkeys in terms of fun. I think I'm just a real hoot and holler. My grandma called me, she said, you're like a fart in a hot skillet. And I never knew what it meant, but it feels like who I am. My worst qualities are, I'm not real thrifty. If I got it, it burns a hole in my pocket. But I will say I'm going to spend a lot of it on you. If I had to really isolate a bad trait of mine, I can be jealous. I was with my wife, Judy, for 11 years. And it was fine. She was fine. I was fine. We were fine. One night we met at Whataburger and we were sitting there for about, maybe half an hour just silent. She looked at me with just this urgency and she said, Lyle, I feel like I married my brother. You would have thought I would have felt real bad, but I felt this weight lifted off me. And I swear to God, I reached across the table and I said, Judy, I think my situation's worse because I feel like I married my wife. And she laughed, and we laughed, and then we cried because we knew it was over.
Like a fart in a skillet.
Hey, did you know you can own for less than your current rent? We can help at savewithconrad.com. Stop throwing your money away on rent. You don't know any wealthy renters. Start building wealth for your family with my family at savewithconrad.com.